From the Bruce Company is here taking your calls at 270-9933. Hello to you.
Hi, Mark.
Fall flowers.
Yes, and aren't these asters gorgeous? Now, this is, among all that I brought today, this is the perennial. This will come back year after year.
Oh, well.
Unless you have bunnies. Bunnies love to eat these, but otherwise, isn't this glorious?
It is. I love the color.
I know. I think that's a spectacular show.
Mums, of course.
Different colors of mums, and then I have a little pepper down there, and I was asked whether you could eat those. If you do, be careful. I think they're very, very hot. Take a teeny little bite.
A strawflower?
Strawflower to add a nice yellow accent. That's an annual.
Very nice. All right, let's get to the calls. We will start with Tim from Stoughton. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Linda. I think I've got a question for you for fall. I've got about a 3.5-foot blue spruce that I got from Arbor Day Foundation about 4 or 5 years ago, and it's done well. And I need to move it. It's in my orchard. And can you give me a little detail on the proper way, and is this the right time of year to move it?
It is actually a good time of year to move it. You're going to have to wait for things to dry up a little bit. And then as far as the root ball, 3.5 feet, probably if you use something 18 to 24 inches is going to be, I would do 24 if you can handle that large of a root ball. And then you're going to have to hold burlap in place. We always use, there's different ways of either tying it or pinning it in place with nails. The trick is you want to either do it now or then in the spring before it starts to bud out.
Okay.
Good time to move it.
And water.
And then water it when you transplant it.
All right, Dorothy from Reedsburg. Hi, Dorothy.
Yes, I want to know about a Christmas cactus.
Okay.
When do you put them in the dark? How long do you leave them? What is the care for them?
Okay, with Christmas cactus, you don't have to do that dark period. That's poinsettias. So with your Christmas cactus, it should have been either outside or in a very sunny window getting ready to bloom, because what will change for that plant is when we start to have the longer, and it's changing now, the equinox, we start to have longer periods of darkness, and that will start the flowers. If you've had it outside during the summer, bringing it in, those cool temperatures at night is another key factor to start to kick those flowers.
They'll do it on their own.
It will do it on its own.
All right, let's go to Levon in Bagley. Hi, what's your question?
Hi, I received a calancho plant this summer, and it's finished blooming now, and the leaves are kind of starting to turn brown. How do I take care of it?
Okay, calancho is a succulent, and if you've overwatered, that may be why it's browning. After they get done flowering, that's a pretty taxing experience, but if you can put it in a really sunny window, and if you have new growth that's coming that might replace these brown leaves, it's a succulent.
Yeah.
You can keep it as a houseplant.
Don't overwater it.
And don't overwater it.
All right, Randy in Boscoville. Hi, Randy.
Hello.
Hi, which question?
I have 2 rose bushes that maybe one every 20 blooms turns to a small bulb, almost like a cherry.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if those are seed pods, if I planted them, that they turn into another bush.
Okay, those are called rose hips. That's what they actually make vitamin C out of, because they're very high in vitamin C. And if you plant them, you would have to let them ripen on the plant. And then when you would plant that, you would not know what kind of rose might be coming from that, because most roses are hybridized, or there's a breeding program. It's a little bit more complicated than just growing it from seed. It could turn out to be a nice plant. It may not.
The surprise might be worth it.
Sure, if you're adventurous, propagator, yeah.
All right, Mary in South Wayne. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a question. We have 2 locust trees. The top of them, wondering if some bugs are eating the leaves.
Well, locust at this time of the year, everything is a little tired. Those leaves are going to be dropping soon. Don't worry about it, because we get to start all over fresh next year.
Yeah, and when they start falling, it's like rainy outside.
Yes.
All right, Chris from Darlington. Hi, what's your question?
I was wondering when the best time to plant Oriental lilies, a spring bulb, would be.
Okay, Oriental lilies, you can be planting that at this time. Of course, the soil is very, very wet. I would probably wait till things dry a bit, but you get it in the ground and make sure you don't plant it too deep in our heavier clay soil. So pay attention to the planting depth recommendations.
And tulips and daffodils, wait a little bit for those?
You can do the daffodils now. I like to wait for the tulips, because a lot of times they get animals dig them up and so on, so a little later for those.
All right, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Linda will talk to you off the air. Enjoy autumn.
I will.